All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between our visitors and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down! 180! March 49! You go night-night! Tell them night-night! 49! Express! Watch the run! Watch the run!
On first down, Carr. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Right Monday, down!
Throwing again. Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Monday, down! 180! Not here!
They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down! 49, guys. 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 280! Raider 1! Check! Go Chief! Hey, exit! Express! Banjo! 280!
On second and 9, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Check 4, check 4. Lie down. 93. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the screen.
Carr now to throw. And Eifert has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
93. 93. Five.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy wants
Express.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check.
On second down, this is Jackson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
The first carry for Samaje Perine. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Go.
Big rip.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Delta.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
808.
Hey, orbit.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now Carr. Fine time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down. 3rd and 11.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, switch gears.
1, Raider 1.
Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
Any weapon.
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Set,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, break.
56 is the mic. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Blue draw quarters. Get it.
On 2nd down and 4. Stick. Green brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Check 56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch the safety creep.
X3. 218. Chopper. Let go.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And that's complete to Sanders. taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Right there, 56.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They run on first down with Jackson and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the ready.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant.
On second down, it's Stick. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 low.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Stick from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. They'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go one more. Watch safety. 9.
Go, go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. This will be caught by Brown. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Carr completes it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
6:37.
Here's Carr to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, Richard. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Ready.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You think you gonna get this?
On the carry, it's Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You don't want no problem from me.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Lee Griffin.
Now a carry for Pirine. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Okay, break.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, here I come.
Ready.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Culkin, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're good.
To throw again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 734. Hey, 734.
Hey, Echo.
Check 37. Check 37.
Lie down.
Shift. Check 50. Check 50.
Shift.
Kill. Switch.
Heavy.
Watch switch.
Check. Fresno.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again.
You see me?
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
36.
Get it.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go
Ball
now.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now again, right side, Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Our time. It's our time.
Now Stick. The Sanders has got it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They run the counter. It's Jackson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Shoot.
They'll throw on 2nd down and Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Stick. Open man, it's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On the ground, this is Jackson, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That's it, baby.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yes. Big rip.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Shit!
Easy, easy. Kill!
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get that ball! Shoot!
Deuce right, Chief.
49.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Let's go!
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Topper!
Check 24, check 24. Check safety.
Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Greystone, Travis.
29.
Hey, wahoo!
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Down. Blue 80.
Mike, 49.
5 down.
Danny.
61, matchbox.
Carr now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood.
52 is the mic right here. Let's go. 52 is the mic.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You.
Hey, Zoo.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 56.
Get it.
Mike, 56. Right
Stick
there,
looks to
right
throw.
there, 56.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carl try it again on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Kill.
Better smooth. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let go.
They'll run it with Jackson. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got him. You got him. Ha-ha, you got him.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Stick. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Check. 4 down.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he fires Here's one incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, but it'll be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And the Raiders first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Back to throw, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And a catch good. It's Eifert. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
49 the mic, watch 49.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Defense.
To throw is Carr. Going for it all. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Come on,
another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.